Hey everyone, welcome to another Explorer and Pioneer video here on Magic Arena. Remember to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Appreciate the support as we head towards 2,500 subscribers. Anything you can do to help us get there quicker, I do really appreciate, so thank you for that. So today we are playing some Izzet Phoenix, which is a deck you will no doubt recognise. Been a kind of staple part of the format ever since Pioneer was first a thing about 6 years ago. It runs some of the most powerful cards in the format, like Treasure Cruise, so it's always been there. It's kind of fluctuated a bit in popularity, but yeah, it's pretty much a kind of mainstay of Pioneer and has been for a long time. There's a little bit of debate, I think, about whether you should run the new Cori-Steel Cutter in the main board or the sideboard. So just as a reminder, Cori-Steel Cutter is an equipment for 1 and a red that gives a quick creature +1/+1 and has trample and haste, but crucially it has flurry, and whenever you cast your second spell each turn, create a 1/1 white monk creature token with prowess. You may attach this equipment to it. Note that the monk has prowess. If you don't read the card properly, like I didn't, then that may pass you by. Obviously, in a deck like this is another 2-mana card, and obviously the way that Phoenix kind of works, you don't necessarily want to be running that many of those, because you do want to be chaining together those kind of 3 1-mana spells to get your Phoenixes back. But on the other hand, Cori-Steel Cutter is a very, very good card. So yeah, I think there's some question about whether it kind of replaces the Young Pyromancer third path Iconoclast effects in the sideboard, or you want to be running it in the main deck. So we're going to find out. We're going to do some experimenting. So I've started with 3 copies in the main board, 1 in the sideboard, and then we can kind of adjust those depending on the matchup, and kind of see how that goes, and yeah, make a decision about where this is best. I haven't taken out any of the other 2-mana spells. We are still running the 4 copies of Artist Talent, which I think you really do need in the current build of the deck, and the Picklock Pranksters. These are all kind of essential ingredients, but we are now running 11 2-drops in the main deck, as well as our Phoenixes and Treasure Cruises, so that is worth bearing in mind. So I'll just quickly run through the rest of the deck. No doubt you, as I say, you have seen this kind of thing before. We've played it on the channel before. It is very popular in the format. So we've got our 12 1-mana blue cantrips, so consider Opt and Sleight of Hand. Then 1 copy of Into the Floodmoor as a bounce effect, and a Spell Pierce as just 1 main deck counter spell. Then our burn spells with 4 copies of Fiery Impulse, 4 Lightning Axes, and Torch the Tower. Obviously, Lightning Axe being quite an important part of this deck. 5 damage to any creature, and discarding a Phoenix is actually actively helpful to us. Then we've got Prankster, which mainly we're playing for its Free the Fae ability to mill 4 cards. And Artist Talent, which gives us a rummage every time we cast a non-creature spell. Sometimes we might level it up to level 2, which does put a cost reduction on all of our non-creature spells. Obviously, most of them are not affected by it, but sometimes that can be good. And maybe in a version that's running a few more 2-drops, that's actually quite a good idea. And then Phoenixes and Treasure Cruises, obviously. And then we are only running... how many is this? 18 lands, so like the very minimum number of lands that this deck can probably get away with. Obviously, you draw lots of cards, so you don't need that many because you'll see plenty. Dual lands, 1 Otawara and 1 Hall as well, and then islands as our primary basic land, because we do, more often than not, want to be hitting our blue lands more often than our red lands. Then on the sideboard, so we've got some more counter spells. We've got on a null, we've got 2 Aether Gusts and 2 Negates and a Mystical Dispute. So an additional counterspell package, depending on what the opponent's playing. Red Cap Melee is just as a kind of another answer to mono red, and opponents who are running red creatures. Abrade, I think, is a card which is coming more back into fashion now that Steel Cutter is everywhere as a anti-artifact hate. I think for a long time there hasn't been a huge amount of anti-artifact cards played in Pioneer decks because there haven't been that many good artifacts. Abrade, I think, is now a necessary inclusion. Brazen Borrow gives us an additional bounce effect if the opponent's running Graveyard Hate or things that we need to get off the battlefield before we try and do our thing. A couple of mass removal spells, 1 Anger of the Gods, 1 Brotherhood's End, depending on what we need to get rid of. and 2 Crackling Drakes as an additional threat and finisher as well. So yeah, that's the deck. Izzet Phoenix for you, as I say, you will have seen it before. Let's see what Steel Cutter can do in this deck. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this experiment. Let's see where this belongs. So thank you for watching, and yeah, let's take this onto the ladder. Yep, this will have to do. I'll put back Sleight of Hand at this point. Really want a second Treasure Cruise. Have to take land, unfortunately, as much as Phoenix would be nice. Get the opponents on a Demon's deck. I think just get Artist Talent into play. Start doing Artist Talent shenanigans. An Unstoppable Slasher turn 3 is fun. And no removal spell is a problem, so maybe we need to go digging for one. Yep, that'll do. So we'll take out... should we take out the Slasher now? Yeah, because then we can bring back Phoenix. So yeah, discard a card. It doesn't kill the Slasher permanently, obviously it comes back, but it's fine. We'll decline, I think. Kills it long enough, hopefully. Don't want another Lightning Axe. Phoenix, good. Okay, now we're fully on the Phoenix train. Hopefully we can just kill the opponent before this comes back online. Yeah, if they're going to try and do blood into Fatal Push, I don't mind that very much at all. Fable in the bin, huh? We love it. Seven cards in graveyard gives me a good Treasure Cruise. Yeah, good. What's this? Instance and Sorcery. So that doesn't really work with Steel Cutter, unfortunately. So I think I'm going for the main... I think I'm mainly just going for the cruise plan here and bring in Steel Cutter if we need it. Okay. Well, that's pretty good. So we'll Lightning Axe, killing their Slasher again. This time it won't cut back. I think I will ditch Steel Cutter now. And we'll Lightning Axe again, killing that. Discard talent number 2. Decline to discard here. Now let's bring back multiple Phoenixes. Okay, well that's gone as pretty much as well as it could have done. Opponent's going to need a lot of removal to deal with this situation. Ooh, go to 4, we love it. Okay, going to 2, we love it even more. Bloody hell, opponent, this better be good. Yeah, that's not going to do it. You can activate your... Yeah, okay, they're just going to kill themselves. Well, fair enough. So, despite what happened in that game, I actually think Steel Cutter's pretty good against Rakdos Demons because they are doing a lot of one-for-one removal stuff. So I am going to put the 4th copy of that in. So they're probably running Leyline of the Void. Red Cat melee is fine as removal. We don't really have any good at removal for their 6/6s. We do have Bounce, actually, I suppose. Bounce does get rid of the tokens. So let's put in Brazen Borrower as well. And we'll keep into the Flood more. And in terms of our cuts, so we need to make 3 cuts, which I think will probably be Torch the Tower, maybe 1 Cruise on the draw, and just one of our cantrip spells. That's fine. It's fine. Tap land is not perfect, but I think we'll be chilling relatively early with our spells. I still think I want the tap land for turn 2 Artist Talent. So we'll get that down. And potentially looking at a turn 3 Phoenix. Okay. Nice. So no 3-drop, no Annex or anything really. Ha! I like it. Okay, well, start with Consider. Discard Phoenix. Okay. This is looking very hot. Well, I think let's Sleight of Hand. Discard Phoenix number 2. Grab another cantrip. And then do I want to kill this Harvester? I mean, I might as well. That's our 3rd spell. Decline. Haven't got any graveyard hate yet, which is good, as our Phoenixes are now on the battlefield. Yeah, Anger of the Gods is pretty good. Okay, we resort to plan whatever. Yes, it's probably not. Start by freeing the Fae, see what we draw. Discard land, I think. Draw another one. Yeah, pick up Sleight of Hand. Shame we don't have a Steel Cutter to use. Discard another land. More land. Okay, well that was a lot of durdling, but that's fine. Just start working through our deck. FOMO. Shame that the pranksters can't pick up steel cutters. And an annex, fine. Well, we like treasure cruise. So yeah, we may as well start there. 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just got land. Okay, another Phoenix is fine. Huh, okay. Well, these steel cutters... Yeah, I think I'm just going to play Steel Cutter into Steel Cutter. Decline to discard. Yeah, and then we'll just chill for a turn. They're not presenting us a huge amount of damage. So they can open the Ritual Chamber, but the demon can't attack straight away, so that's fine. That doesn't do anything, so that's pretty good. Yes, it exiles my graveyard, but generally when I'm past the point of caring that they've done that, don't know why you wouldn't attack with that. I suppose they have another 2-mana spell, which they don't. And they didn't attack with the FOMO either. I suppose they want it as a blocker. Okay. Can I kill them this turn? Probably. Start with Lightning Axe. I'll decline for now. Continue to decline. Shit, I hit the wrong decline button. Oh, that's annoying. I don't think it matters, but I just lost track of my triggers there for a second. How many cards have got in my graveyard? 8. Yep. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many spells have I cast this turn? I've lost track. So I cast Treasure Cruise, cast Opt. So I need to do. Do I need to do one more? I think I'd no, because that was my 3rd spell, wasn't it? I will Opt again just to keep growing my. I'll keep Red Cap actually. So yeah, not going to be able to kill them this turn, just because I slightly messed up the play pattern there. But that's fine. We'll bring back Phoenix. We'll attack for 7. That's fine. So they can exile my graveyard with Hidetsugu next turn. But I've basically cleared my graveyard of all the stuff I'm interested in. Yep, unlock your Ritual Chamber all you like. We'll go to 12. Okay. So let's Lightning Axe on this. Discarding red cap. No. Fiery Impulse. We'll actually attach the Steel Cutter this time. Yep. And consider... Nope. Didn't think I wanted it, but worth double checking. Okay, into the Floodmoor is fine. We're not quite presenting lethal with their Mutavault, but I think that's okay. Yeah, so what I can do here is just play Picklock Prankster and they lose. Cool, okay. I played a little bit loosely there, just durdling around with all the triggers, but we were so far ahead I don't think it mattered that much. So yeah, Steel Cutter was definitely the MVP of that second game, but I would have brought it in from the sideboard anyway. Yeah, 2 cruises in your opening hand is never a good sign. Let's not mulligan this. This hand's not amazing, but keepable. Mono red. Truly, we hate to see it. I mean, it may not be mono red. It is mono red. Hooray! Manifold Mouse. Well, that's gonna die, isn't it? That's dying immediately. Go away. Nobody likes you. Talent or Picklock Prankster? I think I'm going to chill with a Prankster. Okay, well that is not Screaming Nemesis, so that's something to be grateful for. Don't know why you wouldn't cast those in the other order, but fair enough. Yay! Ooh, 2 Phoenixes, we love it. Okay, I do need to find a third land, though. Yeah. Oh, God. What do I do? I think we're all in now. Let's see if we can do it. Yay! Never punished. Play your creature, see if I care. Yeah, Challenger's never a bad card. Well, that's going to be a lot of damage. Okay, well, let's start by firing up the treasure cruise. Then we shall Lightning Axe. And I'll leave the mouse alive for now. Go ahead. Perfect. Does that only have to... yeah. Yeah, you're going to need more than that. I dare you to play a Monstrous Rage. No? Okay. I'll just go to 7 then. They might have a Sunspine link or something. Yeah, okay, so I go to 4, 3. Okay, so I really probably do need to kill them this turn. So let's start with Consider. Can I clear all of their creatures out the way? Maybe? That's unfortunate. Just need a way of doing them one more damage. Okay, tell you what, let's play Prankster and hold up a Spell Pierce and a Lightning Axe, just in case they want to try and kill me with Burst Lightning or something. No. Okay. Well, I don't like this very much. So I think what I'm going to do here... So I could Lightning Axe... Yeah, I think what I'm going to have to do, unfortunately, is block both and then just see what they do. Nothing. Oh god, I hate it so much. I mean, they might just have another Lynx, in which case I'm dead anyway. But let's see if I can save my Phoenix. Wonderful. I did think they had a Burst Lightning. They were acting like they had a Burst Lightning. Fine. Okay, so... do I want Steel Cutter? I definitely want Anger of the Gods and Brotherhood's End. Which is a bit of a nombo with Steel Cutter, but... maybe we are just trying to out-aggro them. Let's try it. Red Cat melee. Is Aether Gust actually any good? Not really. Counterspell. I mean, that Spell Pierce was amazing, obviously, but counterspells in general aren't great against mono red. I think Treasure Cruise is coming out. Blech. Yeah, all of the pranksters make this a playable hand. It may be a little too slow. Okay, Lightning Axe is pretty good, so let's play this on the red side and just have ourselves an axe. Yep, Heartfire Hero, sure thing. So I think I will kill that straight away. Don't think I need 2 pranksters. Go to 17. Well, there's Prankster number 1,000,000, so just pass the turn. I will get hit for some damage here, but there is nothing I can do about that. Okay, don't hate that. Love it. Let's free the Fae. No hits. No hits is okay. So am I going to try and bring back a Phoenix this turn, or am I just going to chill? You know what? I'm a patient man. They're not going to do anything. Neither am I. There. Okay, I'll get hit for 5. Pick up a Consider. Lightning Axe is a terrible card against Screaming Nemesis, but good in some situations. I'll keep a Red Cat melee. Opt again. Yep, pick that up. Hit their etchings with a Lightning Axe and discard Phoenix number 2. My life total's looking a little dicey at this point. Just Nemesis is not too concerning. Okay, well now I've got Ottawara for it as well. So I can just bounce it if they try and do anything too scary. I don't think I'm willing to go to... Well, they don't have the land for Burst Lightning, so maybe I am willing to go to 4. But then I'm not doing anything else with my mana, so no. Go away. So they could kill it themselves. Looks like what they're going to do. Wow. What is that card? Okay. You know what? I kind of admire it. Whatever the heck it is, I kind of admire it. Change the... Jesus. Jesus! So they're on 5. Prankster number 1. Followed by Prankster number 2 is probably a decent shout. Nobody expects the untimely malfunction. Okay, well, 2 isn't actually dead because I can just block the Nemesis with 1 Prankster. I mean, it's pretty precarious. They may have a monstrous rage, of course, in which case, I'm dead. Okay, I'll take 1. Maybe they live in fear of me having a counter spell. Well, yeah, that... Wow, the untimely malfunction. Who knew you could be blown out by such a terrible card? So, Eighth August, I think, in to bounce their Nemesises is on the play. I will take out probably 2 Artist Talent. That's a little too cute and slow. It's a pretty good potential turn 3 Phoenix hand. Yep, Heartfire Hero could die. Ooh, we love it. That is a great draw, turn 2. Magebane Lizard's pretty good. I don't think it's going to stop me doing what I'm doing, though. Maybe look for a removal spell here. No, just a land. No. Great. Oh, no, that doesn't do enough damage, does it? It's a 1/4. Okay, yeah, I'm being pretty liberal with my life total, but if I can find a removal spell soon, it's maybe not the worst. Yeah, that's the card I did not want to see. So I go to 10. Another Steel Cutter. Okay. So I could Prankster looking for a Lightning Axe. I could just play another Steel Cutter. Yeah, I think that's free the Fae here. Okay, Red Cat melee is good. So we'll kill that. I will go to 7 to do it, which doesn't feel amazing. Am I going all in on just trying to kill them? I don't think I can because they've got Mutavault. I mean, if they've got Monstrous Rage, they've got Monstrous Rage, haven't they? You live and learn. Could this be a Reckless Rage, perhaps? Bone Crusher Giant is fine. Right. So, if I play Steel Cutter number... Yeah, I think I'm good. So, let's work this out, because I've got time. So, Steel Cutter, Prowess Trigger, Opt creates another... Yeah, I think this is probably the only way of doing it, because I'm dead in another turn. Yeah, I think I've got to Opt looking for a land. That won't do it. That's awkward. So I can attack with all. Don't currently have lethal, so I think I'm just going to have to chill for a turn. I've drawn a land. Yep. Do your worst. That was their worst. Yeah, that's super annoying. Yeah, I think untapped land would have won that for us. Yeah, the Magebane Lizard not having an immediate answer for Magebane was pretty devastating because it cost us so much life to try and do our thing. But if I hadn't dug so deep in my library, I wouldn't have found one for ages. Unfortunate. Yep, this is a keepable hand, talents and the like. Okay, Rakdos. Well, they're happy to chill, then so am I. Right, well, let's start the train rolling, I think, with a Fiery Impulse. Go a Lucan with Sleight of Hand. Don't think we need 2 Artist Talents. Yeah, so as much as I would like another... As much as I would like a Steel Cutter, I think this is just better in this situation. Let's go! 2 Phoenixes turn 3, can't say fairer than that. Shieldred's pretty good, it's not good enough. Nope. Excellent. Okay, so I think, yeah, Steel Cutter's good in this matchup, so I'll put in the 4th one. Grab myself a Red Cat melee. Actually, I think we're pretty well matched up here. Take out 1 cruise on the draw. And 1 of my draw spells. So there you go. Yeah, 1 landers are a risk, but we're on the draw and we've got some draw spells, so... Our hand's pretty resilient to their removal. Hand disruption, rather. Okay, Blade of the Oni is a card. Nope. Want some land, please? That's not a land. That is. So you may go ahead. Yeah, I'll torch the tower that. Just protect our life total a little. Then their 3 drops are quite easily countered. A lot of them, the non-creature ones. Duress is fine. Yep, that makes sense. Phoenix in the bin. Okay, well, let's go looking for another land. That'll do. Give them another turn to do whatever it is they feel like doing. Fable I will spell pierce. How am I going to try and do anything this turn? I think I probably should start with Opt. No to Lightning Axe. Okay, Picklock Prankster's pretty good, so we'll free the Fae. Pick up a Red Cat melee. Unfortunately, that doesn't do it, because we have no targets, so we'll just play a tap land and pass the turn. Annex, fine. Right, well, let's try again. At least this time I have the option of just bouncing their Annex. Yeah, now I can just pick up Consider. Now we can do the thing. We only get one Phoenix, unfortunately, but one is better than none. Yeah, you can almost autopilot in this matchup. It feels like a pretty good one. Trespasser's not bad. How am I going to try and kill it is the question. I don't really want to discard 2 of these spells to do so, so I won't. Okay, Steel Cutter is good. So we'll play Steel Cutter, follow it up with a Prankster. Now I think I probably will just kill their Trespasser. Discard melee, so our creature can get through. They get to 8. It's fine, I can just bounce that with into the Floodmaw. Yep, okay. So bounce. Play Prankster. Attach the Steel Cutter. I'll hold the land. I mean, we certainly haven't won yet because, like, I've got nothing in my hand. Blade by itself is not too much of a concern. I need to draw something. It's pretty good. So we'll start with we'll do Free the Fae things. Oof. Ooh, that's nice. Let's see if we can do all of it. Give me a spell. It's not a spell. Neither is that. You villain. Why does my deck hate me? Oh, we go again. I've got to try and chain together a 3-spell turn. It's pretty good. Oh god, that's awful. Literally one of the worst draws you could possibly get in this situation. So I'm just going to have to pass the turn. God, I can't believe I couldn't 3-spell that turn. That is the definition of painful. And now they're going to start eating my Phoenixes. I mean, this is awful. Who let this happen? Oh, for goodness sake. Okay, right. Well, we'll go to get... I mean, that's just... I mean, talk about an unlucky draw at the wrong moment. Okay, well... I mean, what we're doing here should be pretty good, but if you just draw land... It's not a keep. This will do. I'll put back a land. Which land shall I put back? Probably a pathway. Yeah, duress is quite annoying. There goes my Steel Cutter. need to free the Fae in response. Pick up Opt. Which, yes, they can Thoughtseize, but you know what? Screw them. Okay, they don't really have any land. So I'm just going to chill. I'll take one of my lightning axes, I guess. It is a shame I cannot hardcast Phoenix. That's now I can. So we'll go on the beatdown plan. Harvester by itself is not a problem. Not sure that's a good idea. Am I going to consider first? I mean, I might find a Phoenix, I suppose. Nope. Just another lightning axe. Okay, so I'll take out their Harvester now before they can do blood things. Doesn't feel amazing in this situation. No, okay, the opponent stumbled on lands. If they'd been able to remove my Phoenix, I might not have been in such a great position there, but yeah, that's a pretty favourable matchup in general. So yes, what conclusions have we reached? Cori-Steel Cutter, good card. Does it belong in the main deck? Do you know what? I'm still not sure. I don't... maybe it doesn't. It did feel like... maybe it's just me, and this could be like confirmation bias, but it did feel a little bit like it was just like on a few occasions it felt like it was slowing us down. In some matchups it was really good. In others I'm not so sure. So yeah, I think its jury's still out a little. I think maybe you just want it in the sideboard and you just want to stick to your main Phoenix plan. But, I mean, when it goes off, it's so powerful. But yeah, sometimes... yeah, there are a couple... like in that last match, we just kind of sat there with two of them on the board, feeling sorry for ourselves, and not being able to chain spells together. It's a finely balanced decision, I think. It's a great card. I'm not sure whether it needs to be in the main board of a deck that's as finely tuned as Phoenix. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. Here's the deck list one more time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.